ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਦੌਲਤਾਂ ਦਾਈ ਨੂੰ, ਅਰਸਾਂ ਦੀ ਦੌਲਤ ਝੋਲੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਬਾਬਾ ਪਾਈ ਤੂੰ, ਮੰਗਦੀ ਸੀ ਤੋਹਫੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਲੈਣੋਂ ਹੋਈ ਇਨਕਾਰੀਏ, ਮੱਝਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਚਾਰੀਆਂ ਬਾਬਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਿਆਰੀ ਏ, ਮੱਝਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਚਾਰੀਆਂ ਬਾਬਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਿਆਰੀ ਏ, ਮੱਝਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਚਾਰੀਆਂ।
In the heart of Wavertree area of Liverpool, on Wellington Avenue, between Smithtown Road and Lawrence Road, you'll find a former Methodist church which for nearly 4 decades has been operating as a Gurdwara, a Sikh place of worship. It's called Guru Nanak Gurdwara after the founder of the Sikhi religion, Guru Nanak. The Sikhi faith, not Sikhism as is popularly called in the West, comes from the Punjabi word Sikhna, which means to learn. So to be a Sikh is to be on a path of learning. It's a way of life. Sikhs believe God is one, Ek Onkar, eternal, has no gender or image, and is not created. They usually call him Waheguru, although he does have other names. Sikhi was founded in the latter part of 15th century by Guru Nanak, who was born in a village outside of Lahore in Punjab region in the then India, now in Pakistan. He lived for 70 years from 1469 to 1539 in India, which was then formed by present-day Bangladesh, India and Pakistan. Guru Nanak was born in a Hindu family, but he rejected the faith and founded Sikhi and travelled across north of India, teaching people about the oneness of God and equality of all people. Guru Nanak is the first of 10 human gurus or religious teachers that Sikhs follow. The last was Guru Gobind Singh. He declared there won't be another human guru after him. So the teaching of the 10 gurus, along with hymns and poems and writing from many different scholars preaching the oneness of God, including Hindu and Muslim writers, were compiled into a holy book called Guru Granth Sahib in 1604. This would be the 11th and eternal Guru. So Sikh worshippers treat the Guru Granth Sahib like a living Guru and give it utmost respect. However, though Sikhs respect and honour the Gurus, only Waheguru, the Creator, is worshipped and nothing else. Interestingly, it was Guru Gobind who declared that Sikh men would take the surname Singh, meaning lion, and women would take surname Kaur, meaning princess. As such, he changed his own name from this point from Guru Gobind Rai to Guru Gobind Singh. The Sikhi place of worship is called a Gurdwara, the doorway to the Guru. This can be any venue which contains the holy scripture Guru Granth Sahib, so a house or even a former church can be a Gurdwara. Hoisted outside a Gurdwara is the Sikh flag called Nishan Sahib. This is a saffron, yellow or orange triangular cloth which has a blue symbol in it called the Khanda. The Khanda is the Sikh religious symbol, like the cross to the Christian or the Star of David is to the Jews. In the middle is the double-edged sword called Khanda itself, which is a metaphor for divine knowledge and power of God. Then there's a circle called Chakar, which represents God is eternal and perfect. And on the outside is the Kirpan, twin swords called Miri and Piri, which represents earthly and spiritual authority respectively. This symbolizes how a Sikh must place equal emphasis on spiritual aspirations as well as obligations to society. Once you enter the Gurdwara, you remove your shoe and put it on the shoe rack. Then you cover your head if you don't have a turban and wash your hands as a sign of respect and in preparation of eating food at the end. You then walk up the stairs or use the lift to go to the first floor to enter the main hall, the Diwan Hall or Darbar Sahib. Guru Granth Sahib is treated like royalty. It is carried to the Darbar Hall from a separate room known as Sachkhand. This ceremony is known as Prakash and usually takes place at dawn at the first breaking of light. Today at 6:30 AM, the Prakash was being carried out single-handedly by a Gyani or knowledgeable one who recently came from Ludhiana in Punjab. One of his sons is a preacher at the world-famous Golden Temple in Amritsar, while another is a preacher in a Gurdwara in Malaysia. The Gyani respectfully carries the Guru Granth Sahib and sits at the front on a raised platform called a takat. He rests on a wooden structure called a Manji Sahib, which is decorated in cloth known as Rumala. The canopy or dome structure that covers the whole area is called a palki. And above the canopy is the Chandoa. A Granthi reads the Guru Granth Sahib. This isn't a priest and can be a man or a woman who can read Gurmukhi, the Punjabi script the Guru Granth Sahib is written in. In the meantime, a chori, a special fan made from yak hair, is waved above the scripture. In ancient India, this was a royal symbol and they would do this for kings, queens and other important people. Once in the main hall, the worshipper or the sangat may make offerings such as money, food or cloth, which goes towards the maintenance of the Gurdwara. They then walk up to the Guru Granth Sahib and bow out of respect and humility. They may choose to make their gift offering here instead, if they don't want to disclose how much they pay him. Some people like to walk clockwise around the palki to symbolize the Guru Granth Sahib is the center of their life. They then walk backward for a short distance, never turning their backs on the Guru Granth Sahib, and sit on the floor. This ensures their head is not higher than the Guru Granth Sahib. They usually sit cross-legged and never point their feet towards the holy book. However, if you have any physical problem sitting on the floor, you can sit on a chair. Men and women sit on a different sides to maintain integrity and focus on Waheguruji and not each other. Men usually sit on the right and women on the left.
In our religion, they say whatever you earn should give 10%. But we don't give 10%. Whatever anybody can afford, 10 pound, 20 pound, and we every week we do that like that. And whatever we have a Langar on Sunday, every week, or sponsors, people sponsor. Like this week, I said, I will provide the Langar. So I will arrange everything, food and everything. And services, mostly people are volunteer work here. We not pay them, only the cleaner we pay him, otherwise we don't pay anybody.
The Granthi reads as Gurbani or composition from the Holy Scripture and God's hukum for the day which the Sikhs should try to live their life by. Sometimes there are musicians called Ragis who sing hymns called bhajans. Often these bhajans come from the Guru Granth Sahib. This singing is called kirtan and usually involves drums or tabla and harmonium or vaja. This week Ragis have been hired from Birmingham by Auntie Harjit Kaur and they are renowned for their high quality finesse and powerful voices. In some Gurdwaras they may project the words or print them out for you to sing along to. However, you should not clap at any point as this is considered to be disruptive to those meditating.
जन्म तुम्हारे लेखे जन्म तुम्हारे लेखे बहुत जन्म
At the end of the service, everybody stands and says a special prayer called Ardas. Then all the donations are read out.
और शुक्र करते हैं सतगुरु आप जी ने कृपा की है रैन दिन से प्रभात तू है ही गावना जी जंत सरबत नाउ तेरा त्यावना तू दाता दतार तेरा दिता कामन दे महाभाग कंसा सतगुरु जी चार परन
In Liverpool's Guru Nanak Gurdwara, services start around 11 a.m. and can last for hours, so people can come and go as they like. It has a capacity of around 200 people. They bow on the floor before leaving. There's no particular day of worship, however, they attend on Sundays as most people are off work and children and students are off school and universities. Once the service is complete, worshippers are given some prasad, which is like a sweet porridge made with flour, ghee and sweetener. If you prefer not to have it, take it and offer it to someone else. Meanwhile, the Guru Granth Sahib is carried back to the Sachkhand until the next service commences. Here are a few extra things to note if you are attending a Gurudwara. Anybody regardless of their faith, gender and age is allowed in Gurudwara. You don't have to take part in the worship and can sit and observe like I did. Dress modestly. Remember, it's a place of worship, and since you'll be sitting on the floor, try to wear looser clothing so it's more comfortable. Come in a clean state, so don't be drunk or intoxicated, and wear clean clothes. Keep quiet. The focus is on connecting with God, so avoid any chatter and put your phone on silence. Ask permission from relevant authorities before taking any photos and videos. If you need to use a toilet, you can leave and re-enter at any point. Service now complete, the congregation walked down to the Langar. The Langar offers free communal meal. These are simple but tasty vegetarian dishes, so anybody can have them regardless of their dietary requirement. The Langar concept was something that was started by Guru Nanak. Back then, due to the Hindu caste system, the upper classes would not mix with the lower classes and would definitely not sit and eat with them. So Guru Nanak started Langar by sharing his food with everyone while travelling. This helped to break barriers and encourage equality. The Langar concept was then formalized by Guru Amar Das, the third Guru. The people cooking food, serving it and washing up afterwards are all volunteers. They do it out of the kindness of the heart and to please God. This act is known as Sewa and the volunteers are called Sevadar. Sewa is a fundamental part of Sikhi faith and shaped the followers greatly. Another concept is Kirat. This is where a person makes an honest living to benefit themselves, their family and the wider community. Usually in Gurudwaras during Langar, people sit on the floor in rows. However, in some Gurudwaras, like this one in Liverpool, they have tables and chairs. How important is Seva in the Sikhi faith?
Very important Sikhi seva. People believe in that and they never require any money or anything. They like to do seva. This is God's place, and maybe we will get something return from. They have a faith in a religion, like that. And we have a 5Ks. And Babaji gave us one sign. This is 5K is Kach, Kada, Karpan, Kanga case. When they give us a Kada, we always wear in right hand. And we were thinking, when we do something bad things, we have to think okay, God give you something to remember. You're not going to use something whatever is not acceptable in society.
ਬਾਬੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਬਣਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਤੇਰੀ ਸੱਚ ਕੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਸੱਚ ਤੇ ਅਧਿਕ ਟਿਕਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਗਿਆਨੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਾਬਾ, ਮਨਮੁੱਖਾਂ ਦੀ ਭੀੜ ਬੜੀ ਭਾਰੀ ਏ, ਮੱਝਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਚਾਰੀਆਂ ਬਾਬਾ, ਤੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਿਆਰੀ ਏ, ਮੱਝਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਚਾਰੀਆਂ ਬਾਬਾ, ਤੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਿਆਰੀ ਏ। I arrived at Liverpool on 15th of October 1965. I came from Tehran, Iran, where I was teaching mathematics. A colleague of mine from there, Mr. Vora, who was a Hindi teacher, came an year earlier. He was teaching as a primary school teacher in Bootle. I followed him. He took me to Granby Street, where Mr. Ishar Singh Kanuja was running a grocery shop. When he went there, he started praising Mr. Ishar Singh Kanuja, saying, "They're a very rich Sikh family, they're very well to do." His two brothers, Mr. Darshan Singh and Gurbachan Singh, are running a big ice cream factory. So I questioned him, "Have you got a Gurdwara in Liverpool?" So he started explaining, "Oh, we did have one. Mr. Brara, who was an orthopedic surgeon in the army, he used to come and doing local jobs, and he used to run it. But at the moment, we haven't got one. Some families moved away from here." And while he was telling me this, Mr. Balwant Singh Panesar came, who lived at 8 Berkeley Street, opposite the Greek church, and he said, "If you want to open a Gurdwara, I will give a room in my house." So straightway we said to him, "Yes, you prepare the room," and we formed a committee. Mr. Balwant Singh was the chair. Mr. Gurbachan Singh Kanuja was the secretary, and Mr. Kartar Singh Hansra was the treasurer, and I was the minuting secretary, keeping all the records. So within a month, on 15th of November 1965, we established Guru Nanak Sikh Temple at 8 Berkeley Street. We continued from there for a number of years. When the Hindu community got their present site through the grant from the council, they wanted to sell their building where they were running Lord Krishna Temple at Botanic Road. So Mr. Chopra rang me and told me that we could buy their building. And the price was 3,700. And by that time, we had 1,850 pounds in our account. So late Mr. Gurbachan Singh Kanuja and late Dr. D.P. Singh and I took loan in our names. And we bought that building, and we were running the Gurdwara from there for a number of years. But then there was a fire. For a number of years, we were without one. And I went to the community liaison officer, Mr. Nigel Miller, and asked him that the council should give us some grant to have our own building. He said, "We don't give money for religious purposes." So I said, "Okay, we'll call it a Sikh community center." So I had to satisfy a panel of 31 members who were telling us that we could use the Hindu center or the Pakistan center. So I had to tell them that we are a separate community, separate religion, and our needs are separate, our customs are separate. So they were happy with that, and they bought us this building, which we learned through Mr. Harpal Singh Harpal Singh, that the building was being sold for £12,000 by the Methodist people. So the council bought that building for us, and we opened on 4th of July 1983, moved to this building. This was an old Methodist church, so we operated from there for a number of years. And there was a fire there as well. So we were waited for a number of years. We weren't completely insured, so I had to arrange architect, builders, and also building engineer, and got this building completed, and we started operating from there in 1994. So since then, we are using this building, and it's going on, and we did a lot of development work in it.
The building is a former Grade II listed Methodist church founded in 1904. In fact, Methodists continue to worship in the smaller church hall next to the Gurdwara, showcasing how two different faiths can still exist literally side by side while still following their own faith. Today, the Guru Nanak Gurdwara is run by the United Sikh Association of Liverpool, a charity that was founded in 1992, over 30 years ago. Ranjit Singh Gill is the chairman, while Rajinder Singh Panesar and Hardeep Singh Sohal are the trustees. There's also a committee which is currently made up of to 10 people. There are around 2,000 Sikh members in Mirzazai, many of whom are born and brought up here, while others have moved here from elsewhere in the country and abroad for studies and other opportunities which the city has to offer. The Guru Nanak Gurdwara is the only Gurdwara in Liverpool. The other nearest one is in Wellington. So people from Birkenhead, Wirral and Southport travel down to the Liverpool one.
In Liverpool, I think almost maybe 250 families around here, but most of them people are in business. But they're coming, every Sunday is a function happening here, in we're celebrating Sunday, and people coming with the family, some of them, some they are. But in 1 year, we celebrate 5 functions in this Gurdwara. So yearly, like a Guru Nanak birthday, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, and then Vaisakhi and Diwali.
Do you also do weddings here?
Weddings, and if anybody died, then the death ceremony as well after the cremation. And they will come here, and then last prayer we do here as well.
Do you do anything for children? Is there like children's school or kids club or anything like that?
Yeah, we do. Many times I started actually Punjabi classes because the parents were so busy or children not interested. I started 2-3 times, and then they didn't show much interest. And I said, okay, I give up now. I can't carry on like that. Sometimes 5 children come, sometimes 2 children come. So I had to give up.
In this Gurdwara, you do school days, cultural days, opening for people to come and see the place?
Yes. I always, when the school, like children came yesterday, I told them, this is our Sunday day. If anybody want to come, welcome.
Okay, so you have cultural days for other people to come and see it. Do you also do function in the city council, or do you hire like St. George's Hall to places like that?
Only some people, whoever they're willing to, they only hire the St. George's Hall for weddings. Few weddings happening over there, and they use, that's it.
But the Sikh community is well represented for multi-faith, so when other activities happen in Liverpool,
we do participate sometimes. It used to be Mr. Soul was a lot of involved with the police and everywhere. Now he give me that duty to go, but sometimes my health is not allowed. I can't go.
But you try your best anyway.
Yeah.
What is your future vision for the Gurdwara? So what would you like to see in 50 years time, 100 years time for the Gurdwara?
I was thinking in young generation, if they get a lot of involved with this, and they are, some places they are a lot, but in Liverpool is a short community, they are not really much involved in Gurdwaras. But still we're pushing them if they can come and show interest and they take over, and it will be better for future, they can carry on whatever our traditions are and Sikhi is going on.
Would you like to see a purpose-built Gurdwara in Liverpool, or are you happy to stay here in this church?
We're quite happy actually. We can extend it, but we did get a two chance one time. This building was selling, and then somebody, whatever we give offer, and somebody else come and put more offer and take over. Okay. And then this building was sold as well next door. We was interested in that. But that time we didn't have financially, we was very strong, they say we can't afford it. So we love to do it. But
excellent.
The future for the Sikh community in Liverpool is very bright. The Sikhs from other areas are moving to Liverpool and the surrounding areas, setting up their businesses. There are some professionals, more or less in every field, working in Liverpool. The capacity of our building is quite enough for even to accommodate the double number from the present. So the future for 50 years, even beyond of the Sikh committee, is excellent and very bright.
Well, that was an incredible experience and so fascinating as well. I've lived in Liverpool for most of my life, and especially around this area, and that's the first time that I actually went to a Gurdwara and attended a Sikhi service as well, and it was incredible. It was lovely. The Nanak Gurdwara is a good testament to the efforts and the success of the original Sikh community of Liverpool. It's open every Sunday from 11 o'clock in the morning. Parking space within the compound is limited to only few cars, and most spaces in the street and side streets is taken up by people who live here. However, you can use the Aldi and Asda supermarket car parks, which are at the front of the Gurdwara. If you're travelling from city centre, you can get the 86 number bus and stop at Smithdown Road before the supermarkets. A taxi ride from town will cost you around £10. If you get the train, you'll need to get off at Wavertree Technology Park Station. You can walk to the Gurdwara on Wellington Avenue. It takes around 25 minutes. And the Sikhi religion is very welcoming regardless of your background, regardless of your faith. So come along to the Gurdwara and witness it for yourself. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you.